Hello guys, so I want to show you how you can beat the Englund Gambit that black players often plays. So the trap in itself goes as this. So if you play d4 and now they are going to play this aggressive move e5, but this is a bad opening if you know how to refute it. So what they want is for us to take, and now they are going to attack this pawn, and then they expect us to defend the pawn, and now they are going to play this move queen to e7, trying to attack the pawn in the second time in order to capture it. So we're going to develop our bishop to defend the pawn. So that's what they want. And now they are going to play this move, queen to b4 check, attacking the bishop, the pawn, and the king. So if we just cover with the knight, we are going to lose this bishop. So the best move is to come back and block this check. And now this pawn is going to fall. So what is the trap? The trap here in this position, let me tell you, white is winning in this position. But you can blunder everything with just this move, bishop to c3. Because in this position, they can develop their bishop to b4, pinning this bishop. And now they are renewing the threat to capture this rook in the corner. So the baddest move that I can play, the worst move, the losing move that I can play in this position is to play this move, queen to d2. Because this move blunders your bishop. And you can't take this bishop, because if you take this bishop, you get mated. So this does not work. So how do you actually refute this opening? So let's just go back. The best way to play against this opening, once you open with pawn to d4 and reply e5, you capture this pawn, they attack the knight, we defend the pawn, they attack the pawn the second time, and now we develop our bishop to f4. And now they gave this check. Of course, you are still going to cover again, and they capture this pawn. So the best move here is not bishop here, because this is a blunder. The best move is to develop this knight so that the queen and the rook seize each other. And now they are going to play this move. This is the move that they want to play now. Knight b4, because they want to checkmate us here. In this position, you can blunder easily. Let's say you play a simple move like h6. You can blunder immediately and lose your queen after this check, because the king has no squares and you have to give up your coin in order to save your king. So that is a blunder. But here, the best move is to play this move knight to d4, because they are defending against their threat. And now they want to kick this knight away with this move c5. They expect you to move the knight away, and then they are going to capture here again. So what you have to do is to counter attack against the queen, because the queen is worth more than a knight. So of course they have to move their queen away from danger. And now you're going to play this move, knight to b5, attacking this queen. And in this position, white is +5 according to the engine analysis. This position is losing for black no matter what they place. But you still have to be careful so you don't blunder your chances. So if black saves their queen, we have this move a3, attacking this knight. And if the knight moves, can play this move, discovering attacking the queen, and the queen has no choice but to move away, and then we can land this pork, win this rook. No, this is not even about winning the rook. The king has no squares, so you have to sacrifice your queen here and you will lose the game. So in this position, we play this move. But if we don't want to play this move, there's another even aggressive move here that we can play, and that is knight to d5. We are leaving this knight hanging, but black can't really take it, because if you take this knight, you get forked like this. So you are losing no matter what. So let's go back a little bit. In this position, instead of playing this move knight to b4, there's another move they can play, and that is bishop to b4, because they want to take this knight, because this knight is double attacked. So the best move here is to counter attack against the queen. And now once the queen moves, you play this move, threatening to fork the king. And now you are attacking this bishop too. So if they don't save their bishop, they lose the game immediately. So the best move for white, for black, I can think of is just to play this ugly move here because they have nothing to do. They are going to lose this bishop, by the way. This bishop, they are going to lose it. There's nothing they can do to save that bishop. Or in this position, if they don't play this move, they can take here first. And now we are going to take with the queen, renewing this threat, and now they still have to play this move. This is a very bad move to play. And now we can even be more aggressive and play this move again, trying to fork the king and the rook again. So you can see that this opening is very bad. But in this Englund Gambit, there's another way that people play it. Like after they play this move, d4, e5 will take. There's another move here that they play. They play d6 because they want us to take here and are going to develop by recapturing. And now they have delete in the development, and this is good for black. It is not good for white here. This position is very hard to play. But here, what you are going to do, you are not going to take this pawn. No, when they play this move, you are not going to take this pawn. Because if we take the pawn, they simply develop. So instead, we are going to defend the pawn. We want them to take here. So I can take, no. So I can take, they take, and we take back. And now their king is stranded in the middle. So instead, we are going to develop this pawn here. We are going to develop this bishop to defend the pawn. And if they put more pressure, we defend more. And now in this position, if they play any move, let's say bishop here, we simply take this pawn. And now they have to capture back with this bishop. And now we take here. And you know they sacrificed a pawn already in order to attack us. So they don't want to capture back with the queen because we just capture and they end up with this pawn. And then they have no advantage. They have nothing here in this position. This position is winning for white. So instead, after we take it, they are going to take with the pawn and then continue to try to attack us. But this position is very bad for black. So all in all, what I'm trying to tell you is that if your opponent plays the Englund Gambit against you, they are already losing if you know this line. And you can win the game easily. Because after I learned this opening variation, I have never lost a game in the Englund Gambit. And now you won't too. Thanks for watching.